Hey there, guys. Welcome to the channel. If you happen to miss the last Republican debate, I have just one clip that pretty much breaks it down perfectly.
System. It's not the fault of anybody's.
Some of us are paid excuses. Some of us are not.
Thank you for speaking while I'm interrupting.
Some of us are this last debate. Just here in Finland, they were going back and forth. Please focus on the issues that matter. Big business in China. Everybody knows that. Let's focus on holding Joe Biden accountable.
All right, man. So I might be diving a little bit late into this, but hey, better late than never, I guess. So the second Republican debate, honestly, after watching that mess, I really didn't even want to think about it. I just wanted to reset my brain and try and find a way to get that time back. I didn't think I'd do a video on it because it was pretty worthless, but I just can't stop thinking about Christie and his goofy ass Donald freaking Duck line. But here's the thing. Nothing else was memorable. Nothing else was at all exciting. It's crazy, man. People I really like, people like Tim Scott, like Ron DeSantis, after subjecting myself to that, I really think I don't ever want to hear them talk again. And that's kind of the crux, of what I'm talking about here. Months and months ago, I was one of those people that believed that Donald Trump's issues were just going to be too much of a weight, too much of a liability, and that we needed to find some sort of heir apparent. But, at the same time that the left is literally like doing everything that they can to transform Trump from just a man into an actual symbol of a last chance movement. And that's really what it feels like to me. And they've done this. This is not us. They did this. And while at the same time that's happening, Republicans are just looking weaker, man. Like maybe the weakest I've ever seen. And guys, I have witnessed some incredibly weak Republicans. And one thing I can tell you, man, if there's somehow by divine intervention, some MAGA heir apparent is on that stage, I can assure you, I can promise you, it is not Christie. And I can also promise you, every bad thought or every bad word that I've ever had about Christie, I 100% completely stand by it.
People feel threatened there, and we need it in Washington, D.C. also. And Donald Trump should be here to answer for that, but he's not. And I want to look at that camera right now and tell you, Donald, I know you're watching. You can't help yourself. I know you're watching, okay? And you're not here tonight, not because of polls and not because of your indictments. You're not here tonight because you're afraid of being on the stage and defending your record. You're ducking these things. And let me tell you what's going to happen. You keep doing that, no one up here is going to call you Donald Trump anymore. We're going to call you Donald Duck.
All right. So yeah, man, what do you even say about that? Honestly, someone, and someone very, very powerful has got to be paying Christie to be there. It's sort of like a not very aerodynamic establishment torpedo. Just wind him up and set him up after Vivek and after Trump and anyone who doesn't toe the Rhino Uniparty establishment line just perfectly. But bro, whoever is paying this guy, please get him a writer. The writer strike is absolutely killing you guys. Donald freaking Duck. And last time saying Vivek sounded like ChatGPT, bro, stop. Just stop. Every time Christie grabs a mic, honestly, it's not about who he is. He doesn't talk about his track record, his dreams for the country. No, man. It's like he's auditioning for some odd, old, tough guy reality show or something, especially when it comes to Trump. I would absolutely bet that as soon, and I believe this, as soon as the debates are over, he, pleasantries, shakes some hands, and he runs off, turns on MSNBC as fast as he possibly can just to see if they're talking about him.
You're ducking these things. And let me tell you what's going to happen. You keep doing that, no one up here is going to call you Donald Trump anymore. We're going to call you Donald Duck.
Wow. So yeah, Christie is not a serious person, man. I don't remember if I ever thought so or if I ever liked him. I'm beginning to think that I probably never have. I don't really now remember anything about him except for the Obama hug and the Bridgegate thing. But, I don't remember. I probably didn't ever like the guy. Ron DeSantis, on the other hand, I actually do. I very much do. I was hoping that he would turn more heads through this process. He's still lurking back there. He's still has an outside chance, I guess. I don't know. But someone who doesn't have an outside chance doesn't even have a tiny chance. Mike Pence. still the same guy. It's crazy. I generally agree with everything that he stands for, but for some reason, I just don't like him. I don't appreciate that guy. And I can't really tell you why, except for the fact that I don't trust his super smooth radio guy voice, and super textbook BS politician way that he answers questions. He uses a ton of words, basically says nothing, kind of like Nikki Haley. And, she's honestly kind of the outlier here. I personally don't see it. Her voice, her policies, her demeanor really, really grates on me. And honestly, after seeing Tim Scott get sideways with her, I think that maybe we need to watch what she's up to, because she may be a dangerous one, because that dude, Tim Scott, is about as polite and congenial as they come. So for her to get him all flaming mad, there might be something going on there, but for some reason, the numbers and the crowd, they seem to vibe with her right now in these things. And, seems to me, they're with her more than they're not. But I'm curious how they reacted to this, because I was not a fan.
Scott, I honestly, every time I hear you, I feel a little bit dumber for what you say.
So yeah, we're all dumber for listening to that. And actually all of it, look at what this mess actually looked like from the audience.
System. It's not the fault of anybody.
Some of us are tainted. Some of us are not.
Thank you for speaking while I'm interrupting.
Some of us are maybe we'll last debate. Here in Finland, they were going back and forth. Please focus on the issues that matter. We know big business in China. Everybody knows that. Let's focus on holding Joe Biden accountable.
So yeah, man, what an absolute disaster. And really, it's not a disaster because the people are all uninteresting and many of them unprincipled, some of them super unlikable. It's not any of that. These multi-group, just gangbang debates, they're always a disaster. They're always useless. And guys, anyone who's questioning still Trump's decision to pass, I think we're absolutely not getting it. The man is absolutely crushing the field and actually winning. He's winning these debates by not even being there. While these people were all bickering and taking the most juvenile cartoon pot shots at the guy, he's off giving an actual speech to UAW members that are really, really loving him.
To reverse these cruel travesties of justice, tonight I'm announcing that the moment I win the election, I will appoint a special task force to rapidly review the cases of every political prisoner who's been unjustly persecuted by the Biden administration.
American dreams over foreign profits, and a future that raises American wages, that strengthens American industry, that builds national pride, and that defends this country's dignity, not squanders it all to build up foreign countries that hate us.
So yeah, man, that is a win right there. And that was actually, to me, a pretty inspiring speech. I encourage you guys to actually go watch the whole thing. But yeah, dude, let me know in the comments, how painful was that debate for you guys to actually sit through? I mean, the Reagan Library, that place looks amazing, but I'm super glad that I was not there. Anyway, guys, that's just my take. Let me know yours in the comments. If you haven't already, help us with the algorithm. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. See you in the next one.